Welcome to my new video. Our today's question is climbing stairs 2. This is the problem from bi-weekly contest 166 and this is problem number 2. Okay, so you are climbing a staircase with n plus 1 step numbered from 0 to n. If n is 4, then you are climbing from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and you are also given a one index integer array cost of length n, where cost of I is the cost of ith step. Means if you wanted to get the cost of third step third stair, then the cost is present on second index. Okay, because this cost is zero base indexing array, so whenever you wanted to get the cost of any stair, you just minus one it. Okay, because this is one base indexing and this is zero base indexing. Okay, now from step I you can jump only to the step I plus 1, I plus 2 and I plus 3. The cost of jumping from I to j is defined as cost of j plus j minus I square. Okay, I am going to explain this. Okay, you start from 0th step with the cost of 0 and you have to return the minimum total cost to reach step n. So let's understand the question first. Before that, if you are new to the channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Okay, so you are a soldier, like, okay, let's say you are a soldier and if you wanted to go on your destination. Okay, this is your desired destination, means n is equal to 4. Okay, this is the 0th stair, this is one stair, this second stair, this third step and this is fourth stair. And why you are wanted to go here, let's say here is a kind of princess and you wanted to save her. Okay, now you are on the 0th stair. If you want, you have three options. You can go on direct, you can jump on first step, you can jump on second stair, or you can directly jump on third stair. Okay, so the cost of going from 0th step to one step is the cost of one stair. This is the cost of one stair. Okay, plus one step plus j minus I square, means you are on I and if you wanted to go on I plus 1, that the additional cost is the cost of j plus j minus I square. So j minus I square is, so this is the 1. Why 1? Because the difference is 1 and the square of that difference is 1. Okay, means let's see, you are on I stair and you are going to I plus 1. The difference is I plus 1 minus I, this is nothing but I get cancelled, 1 and 1 square is 1. Okay, so you are, if you are taking one step, the cost is 1. Okay, now let's see, you are jumping on second stair. Okay, like from I you are jumping on I plus 2, the additional cost is 4. How? Let's see, the difference is I plus 2 minus I, the difference is 2 and 2 square is 4. Okay, so if you are taking 2 jumps, the additional cost would be 3. Okay, now if you are taking 3 jumps, the additional cost will be 9, because the difference is 3 and 3 square is 9. Okay, so additional cost if you take that third jump. Okay, so additional cost would be 9. Okay, let's see, now let's see, you can move to the first stair, you can move to the second stair and there you can jump to the third step. Okay, and after moving here you can just assume that uh, from here he can choose the best option. Okay, so this is how the problem was stating. Okay, now let's understand how we can solve this. Let's see, if you are on the first, if you are on the 0th stair. Okay, you have three options. You can go on the first stair, you can go on the second stair, or you can go on third stair. Okay, now again from 1 you have three options. You can go on the one step or you can directly go on two steps. Okay, so this is 3 and you can move 3 index. Okay, third jump. Okay, this is fourth, and again from 2 you can move one stair, this is 3, you can move 2 steps or you can move 3 steps, and 5 is invalid because it is out of bound. Okay, our n is 4, and from 3 you again have a 3 options. You can move to 4, 5 and 6, and 5 and 6 are invalid. Again from 2 you have a 3 options. You can move to 3 or you can directly go to the 4 or you can directly go to 5, but 5 is invalid. And our best answer, let's see, our best answer is from 0 to 1 is the cost of I. Okay, and then 1 to 2 and then 2 to 4, this is our best answer. Let's see which is this. So at every step, whatever, if you choose to go on first step, okay, and if you choose to jump on I plus 2, and if you jump to I plus 3, whatever these functions are giving, we have to choose the minimum of that, minimum of all three. Okay, so let's see, the best path is 0 to 1, then 1 to 2, and then 1 2 to 4. Okay, let's see, this is, yeah, 0 to 1, then 1 to 2, and then 2 to 4. Okay, so this is the best path, and we are trying out every possible path, and we are taking the minimum of 3. Okay, minimum of them. Let's see, the cost is from 0 to 1 is 1 plus 1. Okay, we can check from our cost array. The cost array is like, if you wanted to go to first stair, it is 1 2 3 4. Stair number is equal to the cost. Okay, for this example only. Then from, if you wanted to go for 1 to 2, the cost is 2 plus additional cost is 1. Okay, so the cost is 1. Okay, and if you wanted to go from 2 to 4, the cost is 4 plus the additional cost is 2, because you are taking two jumps. Okay, so sorry, additional cost is 4 because you are taking two jumps, and 2 square is 4. Okay, the total cost is the addition of all three. Addition of all three is, this is 8 plus 3 plus 2, and this is nothing but 13, and 13 is our answer. Okay, so now let's try to code this solution. So I already coded it. So let's, we can create one function, solve. Okay, now this is our stair. Now this is our end, this is our final destination, and we have to take our cost array. Okay, now let's see, if we are out of bound, means our I is greater than n, so we can't reach there, so we can simply return maximum value, teaser dot max value. Okay, and if our n, if I is equal to n, then we are already reached, we can simply return 0. Okay, now we have a three choices. We can take one step. Okay, we can take two steps. Okay, we can take three steps, and at the end we have to return the minimum of them. Okay, I am going to calculate that, and at the end we have to return the minimum of them. Mat dot minimum of one step, comma, mat dot minimum of two step, comma, three step. Okay, now let's see, calculate one step. Okay, if we are on I, so we have to check if I plus 1 is valid or not. If it is going to valid in every case, but let's see, if it is valid, then we have to calculate that. Okay, and the cost is cost of I plus 1, but this array is 0 base indexing, and the given is 1 base indexing, so we have to just decrease 1 minus 1. Let's see how. If you wanted to go on third stair, okay, the answer is 3, but to access the 3, the index is 2. So how we can calculate, whatever the index is minus 1, so the index is I plus 1, minus 1 is I. Okay, this is the cost, and you are taking one jump only, so this is our cost to reach the first, if we take the first jump. Okay, and then we have to calculate for next. Okay, the our solve function will return us, okay, the I, we are moving one index, and then comma cost. Okay, and if this is not this is invalid, we just have to simply return max value, but this is not going to happen because we are just taking one step. Okay, we are on third, so we are going to fourth, and this is our base case, so this is not going to happen, but still we are taking it. Okay, now let's see for 2. Okay, so if this is a valid, if this is the valid index, then the cost is I plus 1. Okay, I plus 2, but we have to minus 1. Okay, and the additional cost is 4. Okay, the distance is 2, and 2 square is 4, and we are taking two steps, and if it is not valid, so we have to return the max value. Okay, now let's see, now we are moving to the directly third jump. Okay, we can directly jump to the third index. Okay, I plus 3, So the cost is I plus 2. The cost is I plus 3, but it is stored on -1 index. Okay, this is zero based indexing, and the additional cost is 9. The difference is 3, and 3 square is 9. Okay, and moving 3 index plus. Okay, so we are just returning this. Okay, so return solve of, we are currently on 0th index, and this is our n, and this is our cost array. Okay, now let's try to run it. Yeah, this is running, but this solution gives us a TLE because this is the pure recursion. Now just memoize it. So dp is equal to new int of n. N is sufficient, plus but take n plus 1 for safety, and uh, but there is only one parameter changing. Okay, this is I, the only one parameter is changing, that's why I'm using 1D array. And now we have to fill this array with -1. Now we have to pass this array dp comma int dp. We have to pass everywhere. Okay, dp dp comma dp. Okay, so this is how we are doing it, and now we have to store this answer. Okay, so dp of I is the minimum of 3. Okay, if we take one step, two step, and three steps. Okay, and before calculating that, we have to check if dp of I, if it is not equal to, -1, then we can return dp of I. Okay, now let's try to run it. If you are new to the channel, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Okay, why this is not working? Yes guys, this is going to run anyway. Okay, this is the memoized solution. I already tried it. So this is the memoized solution. This is going to run, and also I am going to explain you with tabulation. Okay, let's see the results are what. Just let me solve this error. Okay, so I solved the error, and I just forget to, this is the array, not the integer. Okay, so let's try to run it. Yeah, this is running. Okay, and let's try to submit it. This is also going to run. Okay, now let's try to solve this question by tabulation method. Okay, and tabulation method is very simple guys. Okay, let's see. For this, okay, ऊपर ऊपर आते हैं हम. This is the solution. Okay, now let's see how we can solve this by tabulation. Let's see, you, if you like, you wanted to go here. Okay, to save the princess. Let's see you have, and on which stairs you can come here. There is only three options. You can come from this stair, or you can come from this stair, or you can come from this stair. This stair is I minus 1, this is I minus 2, and this is I minus 3. Okay, you can come from only these stairs. Why? Because you can move to I plus 1, I plus 2, and I plus 3. So this is the only three valid stairs you can come from. So the answer is minimum of the cost to come this stair. Okay, let's see. The cost is x1 to reach here. X1, this, the cost is x2, and the cost is x3, and we are assuming that these are the best cost. Okay, this is the lowest cost, and the cost for n is equal to 4 means the cost of coming here is minimum of all of three. So we are ensuring that for every stair we have to calculate the minimum cost. Okay, so this is how we are solving this question. We can just simply run a loop. Okay, and for this we can just calculate the best minimum cost. Okay, so for this the cost is the same. Okay, for this we can come this stair from two options. We can come from here, or we can come from here. So whichever gives us the minimum cost we can store here. Okay, then for this store, this stair, there is a three options. We can come from this stair, we can come from I minus 2 and I minus 3. So we have to take the minimum of all of three. Okay, so we ensure that this ix3, okay, this stair n is equal to 3 is storing the minimum cost. Okay, then for n4 we can take the minimum of all of three. Okay, now let's try to code this solution. Okay, the tabulation is kind of easy. This is like bottom, this is now top down. First we are discussing the bottom top down approach. Now we are going from bottom to top approach. Okay, now let's see how we can solve this. So we can just run a loop, okay, from and dp of like to reach the 0th stair, our answer is 0. Okay, dp of 0 is 0. This is given in exam question. Okay, to reach the 0th stair the cost is 0. Okay, this dp array is storing the minimum cost. Okay, so I is equal to 1. We already calculate for 0th index, so we are starting from I is equal to 1. Okay, and I is less than n, less than equal to n. Okay, so we have to also calculate for n, then I plus 1. Okay, so now we are ensuring that for every index our uh, cost is minimum. Okay, so we have to take the minimum of the possible stairs that we can come from. Okay, so now let's see. So for first, if it is valid, then we have to go. Okay, like if we are on this stair, okay, so we can come from only first stair, not the third. Okay, so we have to check if I minus 1. Okay, we can go from I minus 1 stair, I minus, we can come from I minus 1, I minus 2 and I minus 3. So we have to check if I minus 1 is, if it is greater than or equal to 0, this has to be valid. Okay, if this stair is negative, we can't come from here, that this stair. Okay, this stair. So if it is a possible, then we have to take. Okay, and for we can just assume that dp of I is mat dot, okay, not mat, integer dot max value. Okay, we can firstly we can store the maximum value. Okay, now we can just dp of I is mat dot minimum of, we have to take the minimum of all from 3. Okay, minimum of dp of I comma the cost from, the cost to come from I minus 1 stair is nothing but cost of I minus the, let's see, we are on this stair, the cost from minus 1 stair is I minus 1. Okay, so let's see. No, I minus 1 is not, because the this array is uh, 0 base indexing. Let me just, so our video is already very lengthy, so I'll just write the complete solution. So if you wanted to come from I minus 1, like j minus 1, okay, like let's see, this is j minus 1 stair. So what, because we are coming from I to j, okay, and j is I plus 1, I plus 2 and I plus 3. So I just take, instead of I just take j. Okay, so if you wanted to come from j minus 1 stair, it has to be valid. Okay, now let's check the the cost of coming to stair 1 is nothing but the cost is, okay, so the cost of for this is nothing but, if you wanted to come from this stair, the cost of come to the fourth stair is the cost of n minus, well, like I minus 1 stair plus the cost of come to this stair, and this is nothing but 4. Okay, 4 plus 1. Okay, 1, because the difference is 1 and 1 square is 1. Okay, so that how we are taking. So the cost is stored in dp array, plus to cost to reach the current stair is cost of j minus 1, because this is the 0 base indexing array, plus 1 because we are taking one step. Okay, and if we are coming from j minus 2 stair, okay, 2 stairs, so the cost is the dp of j minus 1, the cost to come to that stair plus to cost to come the current stair, and this is 4 because we are taking two jumps. Okay, and if you wanted to come from 3, like I minus 3 stairs, the cost is like dp of j is equal to the cost to come to that stair is dp of j minus 3 plus to cost to come to the current stair, and since we are taking the 3 jumps, the cost is 9, and at the end we have to return our dp of n because the answer is stored in our dp of n array. Okay, let's try to run it. This is going to run, and let's try to submit it. And if you are new to channel, make sure to like, share and subscribe, and if you have any doubt, make sure to comment. Thank you so much for watching.